Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, DHRG Productions, and yes, a brand new Transformers movie update has been revealed. So it says that new Transformers movie working title, timeline, and details revealed. So it says that several intriguing details have now emerged regarding Creed 2's director Stephen Cable Jr.'s upcoming Transformers movie. So not only that we got the title of the movie, timelines, and some other details has been put out. So let's head to it, y'all. Paramount Pictures is ready to reignite the hugely popular Transformers franchise, and now some new details have come to light regarding the studio's approach. Creed 2 director Stephen Cable Jr. was recently taped to helm and project, which has reportedly been given the works title that should fill Cybertron's with excitement, Transformers Beast Alliance. Okay, that was pretty bad what I did though. Y'all forgive me for this though. So, the part when it says aficionados with excitement, when it says Beast Alliance, something tells me they're going to be doing a collaboration with Beast Wars. And if you don't know about Transformers Beast Wars, the show came out back in 1996, and I was binge watching it on Tubi, and it's a good show. I didn't think they would have to put the title Beast Alliance, so that kind of makes me think of Beast Wars. Sources have revealed that Transformers Beast Alliance will take place in the Bumblebee timeline and will be set in the 1990s. Oh man, the film will have the flavor of a heist film that will span from Brooklyn to South America. The studio is reportedly looking to cast an African American or Latino actor in the lead role, with the character said to be in his early to mid-20s. The movie will also feature a female co-lead who will be the same age or even slightly older with the actress they are looking for. Able pass for native New Yorker. Okay, so basically the part that was like talking about how the movie is going to be set in the 90s, and they're looking for an African American actor or Latino actor who is in his late 20s, and same with the females as well. I don't think Beast Wars has had any human characters, so this one is really interesting to see. And much like Transformers franchise, I'm a little concerned because it might go into the Michael Bay route, and I really don't want that to happen. I want it to be just like Bumblebee, which they already told us that it's going to be set in the Bumblebee's timeline, which is great. So, currently there is no confirmation on which Transformers will appear in the movie, but the working title strongly suggests that the 1990s series Beast Wars will be brought to live action in some capacity. In some capacity. Okay, let me read this one more time. Currently, there is no confirmation on which Transformers will appear in the movie, but the working title strongly suggests that the 90s series Beast Wars will be brought to live action in some capacity. A computer animated television series that debuted in 1996, like I said before, and I didn't mention that it ended in 1989. Beast Wars Transformers is set in the future of the original Transformers franchise. It picks up after the events of 1980s Transformers. The series follows the Maximals, the Autobots, and Decepticons, respectively. The radically different style and character changes prove to be polarizing with the hardcore Transformers fan base, but no doubt the adaptation to live action could prove to be quite the cinematic spectacle. Now, here's the thing. Beast Wars 1986 was such a popular show. I remember when I was young, watching it every day before I go to school. And it was just an interesting show. Much like Transformers from the 80s, you have your Beast Wars set in the 1990s. And I find it to be really interesting in the fact that there's a possibility that it might end up coming to life, and this is really interesting. Like I said, if y'all want the article, it'll be down below, so gotta keep my promise. Transformers franchise has been a huge box office draw for Paramount or some time. Launched back in 2007, the series of movies have varied in quality, but have still managed to rank in more than 4 billion in the box office across 5 movies. Following the release of the 2017's critically mailed Transformers: The Last Knight, director Michael Bay parted ways with the franchise in order to work on more original material. Hence, the studio plans to reboot. Now, the first Transformers movie back in 2007, I wasn't really a fan because, Megan Fox was in it. Shia LaBeouf was just a pointless actor to be in it. I'm sorry, that's just how I feel. And the thing about the Transformers franchise from Michael Bay is just how bad the writing were and how terrible the story was. The plot didn't really make any sense. The Autobots and the Decepticons did not look like how it was in the show. I can barely recognize one of them. I recognize Optimus Prime and I recognize Bumblebee. Everyone else, I'm just not liking. All of the films, all of Michael Bay films were terrible. And ever since in 2018, I literally felt like, everybody fell in love with the movie because it felt like everybody was watching the Transformers franchise. It was like a reboot. Because with Travis Knight design, I literally felt like you could recognize all of the Optimus, or the Autobots. Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, even though Megatron was not in it, but there's a possibility that he might end up showing up in this movie as well, if it's done right. I'm not sure. So it has fallen to creative director Stephen Cable Jr. to renavigate the franchise and bring some of the magic he cast over the long-running boxing series to the sci-fi action world to Transformers. Last year, the studio commissioned for 2 separate scripts for the live-action Transformers, outing to be developed by screenwriters James Vanderbilt and Joby Harold, and decided to move forward with Harold's script with Cable Jr. at the helm. So basically, they hired Steven, but the other 2 decided to stick with the script that Joby and James created. Paramount Pictures is well and truly staying in the Autobots business. With the Cable Jr.'s just one of several projects currently in development, Paramount and Hasbro Studios are also planning to collaborate on a standalone animated Transformers prequel movie with Toy Story 4 director Josh Cooley. The project will explore the origins of the Autobots and Decepticons on their home planet Cybertron, and it will specifically revolve around the relationship between rival leaders Optimus Prime and Megatron, the GOATs. Reports have stated that the movie will be separate and apart from live-action movies that have graced the big screens thus far. Transformers Beast Alliance is looking to begin shortly in late spring or early summer. This comes to us from, oh my God. If I would have known that it came from the Illuminati of all people, I would have not been making this video at all. Because you know how much I despise those people. But at least I give you guys the information. So yeah. So tell me what y'all thoughts on this in the comment section below. Are you excited about the Transformers Beast Alliance movie? Let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, I'll see y'all.